Hey everyone, it's Jesse here at Jesse Lee Strength and Fitness. What I wanted to do today was recap my run and kind of give you a little bit of my run philosophy. And I want to have a little bit of a series in regards to my 5K training. So, first things first, typically I think about training from a seasonal perspective. So, today is March the 31st, tomorrow is April 1st. And for the most part, I start my run training around now. So, and when I talk about run training, I'm talking about following a particular program and running a dedicated number of days per week and following the program kind of to a T. So I use Garmin Connect and I use my Garmin watch as well as following one of the programs that they have. So typically, I think for me, there's 3 coaches on there. My first run program, I run multiple of these programs throughout the year. I typically run from about April to about, I stop in November or just like towards the later part of October is when I kind of lead up to a 10K. And then I kind of stop running. Although this year I was running maybe once a week when the weather was okay. But for me, my philosophy on this is that running is fairly hard on the body. So I like to run based upon following a particular program. And then I also like to have long breaks where I don't do a lot of running. I want to recover, have my tissues heal. And then I switch more in the wintertime to more like heavy lifting, sets of 1s, 3s, 5s in the gym, and get nice and strong. And then now I'm going to taper my heavier lifting and move into more single leg training, and everything kind of my strength training is built around supporting my running program. Okay? So that's kind of how I see it. I would not call myself a runner per se, but I'm someone who runs for fitness. I really enjoy the stimulus. I really enjoy the act, the meditative part of it. I really enjoy running, thinking about my running form. I like having the cardiovascular fitness, and I like enrolling in 2 to 3 run races every year in which I can go out and just test myself, see where it is, but never being too addicted to one particular result. I'm not trying to be the best runner. I'm just trying to be the best runner for me and just really improve my cardiovascular fitness. So that's kind of my approach to this. I'm not a paid runner. I'm not getting sponsored. I don't really care about that. What I care about is feeling good and feeling good when I run. I don't want to run with pain. I don't want to run with issues. So everything is kind of in support of pain-free running and following a particular program. So that kind of gives you a little bit of a gist about how I think about run training. 2 to 3 days a week, running a particular program. The first program I'm going to run this year is a 5K program with Jeff Galloway. I like Jeff Galloway for these reasons. It's gentle. It's the run, walk, run method. It allows for working on form, working on cadence, working on drills, and treating running not as something that you just go out and just do, that you actually think about doing. You work on your cadence, meaning your steps per minute. You work on running small variable drills. Sometimes you'll test, but most of the time you're going to be running these particular programs, which I think is really helpful for people who are learning how to run or long-term runners who just go out and run. I think following a program can be something very beneficial. A lot of people run because it feels good, they like the buzz it provides them and things like that, but they end up injured because they're not gauging miles, keeping a tap on how much stimulus is put in. Running is a very heavy wear and tear kind of sport, so if you need to watch your volume just like anything else. Too much of a good thing becomes too much of a good thing. So you want to be able to be mindful and be careful about the amount of reps putting into your body. That's why I think following a program is really good. I like the Garmin. I don't have any affiliation with them, but I just have used them for years. I've ran probably 7 or 8 programs, and it always leaves me feeling great. It's fun. It's challenging. I typically will do this program for, the next 12 weeks, and then I'll change to a different program, and I'll run maybe a different distance. So they've got 5K, 10K, half marathon distances and different programs that you can use. So today's run was a benchmark run. So I went out, did my warm up in the gym, and then I did 2 minutes of a light walk and then a little light jog, and then I did 5 minutes at a decent pace. I just to see where I'm at, and then I cooled down for 2 minutes. So it was a 9-minute workout. It was perfect. I loved it. During the 5-minute run, I ran 0.65 miles, and that was at a 7-minute and 42 pace. So that gives me an idea where I'm at. And then, so basically what I did is I'm going to run on Mondays, I'm going to run on Wednesdays, and then I'm going to run on Saturday mornings. I'm going to do my strength trainings on other days, and I'm going to keep an eye on the volume these first few weeks to make sure that it's not too much. I'll start to shift and bleed off of my heavier program. I'll go ahead and start elevating the miles, moving into a little bit more of a runnish strength training program, and that'll be the gist of that. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and make videos each time I do one of my runs. I'll kind of break down the run, and that'll give you an idea of where I'm at. And I would encourage you to check out, a run program. I would encourage you to also just rethink your goals. Start small, couple days a week. Try to follow a program. Try not to overdo it. Eventually, over time, you're going to get better. Okay? Just like all of this stuff, we start off red hot and we can't continue. Start off in smaller increments, get better over time. Then you have more lasting power and more staying power. Fitness is not a race. Fitness is a lifelong endeavor. We want to stay in the games. We want to train appropriately. And we want to keep our eyes on the prize and don't let our ego push us into overtraining, injury, pain, and the like. If we enjoy doing a task, we should do it small, right? It's like, cheeseburgers are delicious, but you probably don't need to eat 2 to 4, maybe once every year. So all I'm saying is follow a program, enjoy, have fun, train smart, and have a great day.